Victoria County is a beautiful rural area which is rich in its cultural and heritage background. It is also filled with innovative community groups throughout the county who are willing to work together to form a prosperous future. However, the long distances necessary to travel and the harsh weather conditions can severely limit the communications of organizations and businesses. However, broadband applications can overcome these limitations, hence the need for our community communication project.
Hi Tom, how are you today?
Good, Karina.
I just wanted to ask you a few questions today, as I know that you work as the project coordinator for the Broadband Solutions for Rural Development. And I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about how Victoria County became interested in broadband and developed.
Okay, well, we started off back in 2002. I was able to go to a North American conference on Community Connect, and I quickly found out after the first or second day that we could compete with any of these cities and towns that were at that conference. So that brought back a lot of excitement and also an opportunity to begin to discuss to the residents and to the communities in the county, along with the Capside group, that we could do this and we should continue to pursue this, because dial-up at that time was okay, but it was because we didn't know any better and we never knew what a fast speed was.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got on a high-speed network and then you saw the difference, you'd say, uh-oh, we got to get that. And about 6 months after that, out comes the BRAND program. And the Victoria County municipality, we were ready for it. We had our team in place, and we put our application in together. And we were fortunate, and that sort of started the process moving forward to bringing broadband infrastructure into the county. So the years 2003, 2004, right up till actually this year, 2009, we've been working on phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, bringing high-speed broadband to the county. We've had very good success with Alliant in the first 2 phases. They did not bid on the 3rd phase, but we had another company, Seaside Wireless, who did, and now we have about 97% of the county connected with high speed. So the first sort of package, or the first phase of our whole project called Broadband Solutions for Rural Development, we have our infrastructure now. Now the next phase is what to do with the high speed, and that's where we that's where we got involved in the next business plan, which is a strategy to expand broadband applications into Victoria County. Victoria County is a small rural municipality. It's 90+ communities, over 1,000 square miles wide. We constantly have to travel for everything, where most communities in our county have to travel anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to get basic needs and items that we require. So, and a lot of the provincial and federal government services were starting to go to regional centers, so the writing was on the wall. We better buy into this broadband and online stuff, because rural communities are going to be left out. We have to continue to assist community volunteer groups like the VC CAPS, because they play an important role in training and keeping the community informed of the technology and bringing everything closer to a one-stop shopping center. And we have to keep the communities engaged and be active in the broadband applications and host these conferences on broadband and broadband applications. So your project that we're partnering in is so important to our strategy, because it's going to allow people the opportunity to meet online when you have to drive an hour to 2 hours to go just to regular meetings, and some communities actually from one end to the other in a district is 53 kilometers in the wintertime. This makes a lot of good sense to have online meetings. Web conferencing is also another important thing, where we can learn from people from other places in Canada and US by tying into their web conferencing facility. and of course webinars and webcasts where we can continue to train our local people and all the way stuff. So this makes very good sense. It fits our strategy nice, and it's a big part of teaching people the awareness and the benefits of using broadband applications.
I'm Pauline Fournier. I'm the volunteer site administrator at St. Anne's Campsite, and I have been since April 1998. And I'm the volunteer treasurer for BC Caps Association, and I've been that since April 1999. It's been a goal of BC Caps Association since 1999 to facilitate online communication in Victoria County. And I'm holding here in my hand the first set of earphones and clip-on mic that we put on our 4 Acers in 1999-2000 when we were running our first countywide project, producing our first community countywide portal. And we borrowed, through a trial, the software for online communication from the technology department at the University College of Cape Breton. And the project actually had an online meeting on dial-up, and it was wonderful. The point was that it didn't happen again because we didn't have $15,000 for a license to allow it to continue. Then by 2005, all campsites had high speed. So we were able in our countywide projects then to use Illuminate, to have at least 3 or 4 project meetings a year where the project coordinators and participants would communicate and would actually do training with each other. And it worked very well. However, that wasn't the major part of their job, and so we used that facility, but it still didn't achieve our aim. By 2010, we will have very many homes and businesses with high speed. And it looks as if we have finally reached the point, after waiting for 10 years for all things to come together, to be able to use the funding through the Broadband Initiative for Building a High-Speed Future and all of our project skills to bring to Victoria County what we've always wanted them to have. Online communication from their home, from their business, from a campsite, from any site, using software that is available to us, and therefore increasing that ability to communicate ideas, share in plans, and do all of the kinds of things that would take hundreds of dollars and hours on the phone or hours on the road just by talking as a group online from where we are. So we have a project for you to consider, and we hope that you approve it.